One obvious step is to cut down the number of cars on the road, or to make sure that the cars that are present in the city centre are less polluting. That could mean electric vehicles, or newer vehicles operating to higher emission standards. Many cities in the world have gone down this route by introducing low emission zones. In a low emission zone, or LEZ, higher polluting vehicles are either banned from entering or have to pay a fee to enter the zone. This does require setting up controls to enforce the LEZ and collect fees or fines from higher polluting vehicles. An LEZ is often designed to target one or two particular types of vehicle, such as buses, trucks, or motorbikes. Examples of LEZs are in Helsinki, Stockholm, and Oxford. The graph shows how LEZs have contributed to improving air quality in Oxford in the past 15 years. The largest LEZ in the world has been contributing to improving air quality in London since 2008. Whether large-scale or small-scale, a low-emission zone requires a significant investment in technology, and it's important to ensure that the interests of businesses and residents affected by the LEZ are understood and taken into account. But direct emission controls don't have to be high-tech solutions. There are also some simpler measures that can be taken. One obvious source of air pollution is dust, which is disturbed and thrown up into the air by moving vehicles. As well as the nuisance caused by large dust particles, there are also smaller invisible particles of dust, known as PM10 and PM2.5, which can get into the lungs of people breathing air affected by resuspended dust. These fine particles are one of the main causes of poor health due to air pollution. Regular street cleaning can be very effective in reducing windblown dust and the associated health and environmental problems of PM10 and PM2.5. Investment in regular cleaning of roads, with washing of surface dust into drains or sweeper vehicles, can make the most of this benefit. Better still, if street cleaning can be combined with road paving and the use of vegetation barriers to reduce the spread of dust. Chemical binding agents can also help to eliminate dust during road cleaning. This has been found to be effective in cities such as Helsinki, where an autonomous system is being piloted. As well as developing new or enhanced solutions to air pollution problems, it's also important to remember that some of the measures needed to improve air quality are already written into legislation. This includes the Pollution Under Control Certificate, or PUC, system in India, which specifies a vehicle emissions inspection program. Similarly, requirements to prevent vehicles waiting with their engines running are in place in many parts of the world. While these regulations are valuable means of avoiding or reducing air quality problems in cities, their value is much reduced if they are not properly enforced. The state of Odisha implemented the Bharat Stage 4 emission standards for new vehicles in April 2017, followed by Bharat Stage 6 norms and fuels in April 2020. The Bharat Stage 6 norms will reduce emissions from new vehicles by 80 to 90%, but this relies on effective monitoring and enforcement. There may be many reasons why enforcement of emission standards isn't effective. These typically include a shortage of personnel to carry out or inspect emissions tests, a lack of expertise to carry out the required tests, or a lack of equipment and facilities where the emissions tests can be carried out. Improving this situation does not require new legislation, but it may require investment in additional personnel as well as investing in training and equipment. As an example, a program to strengthen vehicle inspection and maintenance and reflect vehicle emissions in vehicle import tariffs and annual registration fees has been implemented in Dhaka since 2012. Similar investments may be required in Odisha state to support and improve the enforcement of the Bharat Stage 4 and 6 emission standards. These kind of measures are directly targeted towards reducing emissions from transportation sources.